What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
I know the viewers love that. Right, hang on a minute. I'm saying hang on, no, I'll keep scrolling, but I'm now seeing all the ones I've deleted still on here, and I'm like, what's happening?
We're having a technical issue with Reddit, guys.
Technical issues.
Technical issues.
Ah, I thought I deleted this one.
You went, ha ha ha.
Do you remember the one I've already read it, but it started with like 3 friends. We'll call them Adam, Cole, and Steve, and they got pissed, and then they tried burying one of their friends. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. That's ages ago.
I know,
that was with Jenna.
Really funny.
Was that with Jenna?
No.
Oh no, but we did say that we should do that to Jenna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were going to bury her.
We haven't got round to that yet.
We haven't.
That was like a year ago. We need to step it up. Because I feel like she'd let us.
I'm horrified. I'm horrified.
Daddy.
We're just going with it.
We're just... No, I was going to stop it from falling.
What are you
I'm
doing?
just stopping it from falling. Trying to be a good friend. What are you doing? I can move over if I need
Oh,
to.
you're good.
Okay,
Don't come over. Did you even press? Oh, you did.
Yes.
It's
Well, they need a bit of our bullshit before we start.
Oh, we've been here for fucking hours. It's,
I know. Right. Should we just go straight into it? Yeah. We both like. Here comes the winter colds.
Don't. I feel like
No.
I've done the colds already, so therefore there is no need for me to have any more colds.
You've had one.
Yeah, that's it. So
But,
you need.
but I do feel like last year I had more than normal. Or
Yes.
maybe it's because we record, we're noticing it more.
I had that tickly throat forever.
I
Didn't
know,
I?
it was getting concerning. And then the headache, then that nerve pain.
Oh, so bad.
Me, I just like getting bunged up and a sore throat, and I'm like, it's like I'm some sort of, skaghead that's always fucking ill, but that's not what's happening.
I feel like skaggers get ill.
Don't they?
I don't know. I feel like they're just
Busy
always
looking for meth.
dosed up.
Methany. Do you remember that story?
Is that my story or yours?
That was your story. Methany.
Methany.
Oh.
All right, Methany.
Right.
Go
Hello
on.
everyone, and welcome to... No, that's not what
that
happens.
is what happens.
Hello everyone, welcome to Middle Age Opinion.
I'm your host.
Okay, well done. I don't know if I've forgotten.
Like that.
I've had a lot of information this last couple of weeks, yeah?
I feel like we had a lot of information just literally the last half hour.
Right. Hello everyone, and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I am your host, Ellie. What are you doing?
You're fucking taking it in.
What? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of information the last...
No.
We're tired, aren't we? I've obviously, as you know, I told you last week, college, and so I'm dyslexic, so I should be doing better in practical than I am theory, but he's moving so fast that my brain is like constantly stuck on, when you see that circle thing because it's loading, that is my brain. So I've now got pipe and all sorts, and I've been doing that at home. That's all I've been doing is bending pipes.
It's because she doesn't trust her own thought and her theory, because she's got someone that's telling her how to do it. So therefore what she's doing is like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Am I processing it? And then you're just over guessing yourself and actually,
overthinking.
You're fine.
And then,
fine.
so yesterday I was going to do more pipe bending because 8
She's
pipes
bending
aren't
now.
enough. Yeah, I did like that.
She's
but
your
then-
local bender.
But then yesterday I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So then I got the paint out finally, did one coat on the ceiling and kind of 2 little coats on the wall here. And fuck knows how long it will sit like this before I do the next.
Do you mind, you absolute twat?
I feel like he doesn't. I feel like he
That's what I
actually
thought.
doesn't mind at all.
He's proper on pay me attention.
Attention
Thing.
seeking. It's because we've had a lot of information about other people.
I
So
can't even speak properly. He's on a attention thing.
We've had so much information that we can't even talk about it. But me and Emily for 2 days have been like that. What? What? Cat?
I need a holiday, man.
I need a holiday.
Do you remember I told if we're winning that holiday, it's just me and you.
Yeah, I'm into it. Anyway, shall I just go into the introduction? I can't remember if I did it or not.
No, we've got to start again.
Okay.
Go on.
Hello everyone and welcome to
Wasn't
Middle-Aged
ready.
Opinion. You're such a fucking mug.
Can I look at least? I'm like this.
This amazing. Hello everyone and welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. I am your host Ellie.
And I'm your host Emily. And today we are just finding the best of Reddit.
Although I've lost 2 of the best of Reddit.
I don't know where any of mine are. I'm just going to scan through it as we go along.
So 2 of my stories I've pre-read and should get through them quite easy. 2 I haven't pre-read but the titles look good, so I'm going with them because something's happened on both of our Reddits where it's jumbled everything, so I do apologise. Or I've deleted them and not realised because I've got no brain cells left. They're all being used on Monday and Tuesdays at college. I do, I feel like I come out like that. Like I almost just got hit by a car. I'm like
Yeah, I'm a bit, I don't know.
bewildered. Bewildered. Right, shall I kick us off?
I feel like you should because I can't find one.
See? Right. This is one that I've just found, so unfortunately it's not what I planned on reading. I'm just looking at the dog. Look.
I've got no words for him either.
Right. Husband's fetish disgusts me, but I don't want to leave. My 37 female husband, 39 male, has a diaper fetish. I'm glad
Oh,
I
no.
picked it. I really am not familiar with the terminology. I don't think it's an ABDL thing. I'm assuming that's like a bondage.
I think it is.
Yeah. For context, we have been together for 18 years. We have no children, thank God.
Sorry.
And
Do you remember throwing the steak out the window story? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I've deleted the ones I wanted to read and kept the ones I didn't want. What's happening here?
we have been together for 18 years and have no children and purchased our first home together November 2024. We previously rented and had been together for 4 years before moving in together, so pretty much knew everything about each other's habits and what to expect. Well, didn't see that fucking coming, did she? The house we rented fell under foreclosure and it was extremely stressful for both me and him. It was a big deal for me to handle. Landlord tried to illegally evict us. Beginning of July 2024, us and it was just a fucking pain in the arse to be constantly stressed until we were able to finally purchase our house. I was aware of the we call it thing as I did find some diapers under the bed at the old house a few times and a receipt for them in his glove box while looking for the EZ pass. But the incidents were so few and far between, I didn't really pay it much mind. However, I'd admit that my housekeeping and cleaning suffered towards the end of moving, and I guess I wasn't really paying attention or looking for or expecting anything like diapers. Whatever, bitch. Anyway, I'll get into that. Fast forward to the new house. It's been a week after Thanksgiving. We both work full-time, retail job, so not a lot of time off. We were living out of storage tubs and boxes for a while, waiting for new furniture. I noticed some liquid around my husband's clothes bin.
What?
And to my husband, some liquid around my husband's clothes bin, laundry basket. And to my horror, I opened the bin and it's a piss-filled diaper leaked out of the cracks in the bottom of the bin. I was so disgusted, embarrassed, speechless before we moved, Before we moved, I had asked him if he needed to continue with this thing in our new home. Could he please be more decent, i.e. dispose of used things and either throw out the garbage or cover it really fucking well so I couldn't see anything. I waited a week to confront him about the mess and he fucking snapped. He told me that he has been doing this since he was a boy and he likes it, and that if I don't like it, there's the door. I was stunned. Not the first conversation about this. He does not wear them, at least not to my knowledge, hence I say not a ABDL. Can you Google that please? ABDL thing, but I wouldn't know. He says he likes the feel of
ABDL.
yes.
I don't know. I just put press. Doesn't want me to accept it.
Oh, for adult and baby diaper. Put
A niche fetish that exists. Fringes of kinks, partly because of little research that does it. So yeah, adult babies and diaper lovers.
okay, that would make sense, right?
Sounds a bit pedo-y.
I say not an ABDL thing, but I wouldn't know. He says he likes the feel of jerking off in them and using baby powder because it's more comfortable than using lotion or lube. Fine. I have dildos and he compares his thing to my dildos. And I'm sorry, I don't agree. Me neither. I have even caught him using one of my toys by himself, so riddle me that. I have even worn some diapers for him, but clearly neither of us were into it together, and that's fine. If that's what he wants to do in his alone time, that's his choice. It affects me when after we've done watching TV for the night and are getting ready for bed, he tells me to go to bed but stays in the den. He smashes things in the centre console of his truck. Oh, he stashes things in the centre console of his truck, in his recliner and in our shared closet. In the closet, they're just thrown there. I find the yellow closure tubs all over the house, stuck to furniture and carpets. Oh, the tabs,
Yeah.
okay, and carpets. Last week, the toilet wasn't flushed properly. I removed the tank lid to find a fucking diaper. Like, what the fuck? I know he doesn't cheat on me. I don't cheat on him, but this diaper thing is getting ridiculous. It is affecting my mental health, my sleep, my sanity, our relationship. I sleep on the couch almost every night. I am disgusted when he wants sex after I know he's just used the diaper. He has been giving me grief lately for sleeping on the couch. We went on vacation the last week of August. I booked a queen size bed, but the hotel made a mistake. He doesn't believe me, but sleeping in my own bed felt so fucking good. P.S. I'm now a huge advocate for sleep divorce. Don't know what that means.
They've been sleeping in different beds.
Okay. Anyway, he is entitled to his alone time. I'm not denying him that. Just wish he would have more decency and respect. We are both so fucking stubborn, independent, wealthy, no joint accounts, and the house is solely in my name, so splitting up would be no problem. The problem is that I still want him. I welcome comments and advice, but please be nice. I don't leave any mean comments. I don't know what I'm expecting by posting this. I just needed to vent. Okay, you go first.
Ellie, I've got nothing to say about it. I'm not for it. I've got nothing positive.
I'm not for it either. It's not that I have a problem with what he's doing, because I agree that you are allowed to have your sexual fetishes.
The whole you do you boo that's all I got.
Yeah.
But
it's not something that I would find desirable or sexually arousing in a partner, to the point it makes me actually feel so sick that it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
And that sounds really, really like I'm judging, but I'm honestly not. It's just not something.
It's nothing to do with judging. That is not going to work for me.
It's generally because I think putting anything to do with babies in a sexual way makes me feel physically sick. I don't think there's anything wrong with him, because I know that lots of people do this stuff. Like, I've seen and read stuff on it.
I don't know. I do not understand the appeal of urinating
and then
wearing in it like
with talcum powder, like a
I don't know
paste.
how do you? Yeah, that would be a paste, because you want to wank with talcum powder. That's
rubbish.
It's meant to be dry. That dries you up.
Well, he's pissed in it first, so it's like
I
a
can't.
soup.
I just.
It's a soup. I think that if I started finding diapers round and Paul's like, yeah, I like to wank and mind your business, I'd be like, yeah, it's not going to work for me, because that actually repulses me. And that's nothing against your individual kinks or whatever, but and now he's using her dildos. So what's he got? The dildo up his arse and the nappy in the front?
I'm really sorry.
We're not into that.
I'm not.
I'm not into that.
I can't even come up with an excuse for him to be like.
I like that she's like, you do you and whatever, but for me that is something that I wouldn't be able to be like, you do you, because I'd think about it and be repulsed and not be able to be intimate.
The idea of that you've just been intimate with your husband, your man, whatever, and then he's like, you go ahead, and then he's now having a fucking wanking. I'm like,
he's not coming to bed because he's wanking in a diaper.
In a diaper.
With your dildo up his arse.
He needed to piss himself in it.
You're thrown. You're slightly thrown.
I mean.
So he's going and then at the shop they're like, oh, how old's your little one? And then she's like, he doesn't do it a lot, but then she's like, there's tabs everywhere. It sounds like
you're just not catching him a lot.
Yeah.
Or you are really turning a blind eye to this, that you're like, oh no, it's not so bad. And I feel like it is. Don't be judgy. Go away.
I'm not using diapers and putting dildos up my arse while wanking. Calm down.
No. I'm really sorry. No, I don't remember whether this was an am I the arsehole situation or not. But no.
Right, so
I'm not okay.
I'm not good with it. So top comment
I'm really
is
uncomfortable.
he doesn't wear them?
Yes, he does.
Allow me to doubt that. LOL.
Massively.
Second comment: OP found a piss-soaked diaper, but he's not wearing them. Does he just piss on them? I'm confused.
Fucking gross.
Exactly.
That's lazy. Go to the toilet.
My confusion. Does he wear them to bed? Like pull-ups. Right. So he would much rather get a divorce than clean up his biohazard.
Because it is dirty. It is dirty.
I'm sorry, but your husband needs therapy.
It is dirty.
I am fine to have a kink, but not disposing of his kink products currently is hygienic, rude, damaging your home, and just outright disrespectful.
It must smell.
Can you imagine?
You know what a diaper smells like? You know what a nappy smells like?
Yeah.
Her home must smell.
But stronger because he's a full-grown male. Can you imagine that one day you moved in with someone, you're dating someone? No, we're going to have to talk through it. You're dating someone, you move in with someone, and then you're like, any of your friends got kicked? Whose diaper is this? And he's like, oh, that's my thing.
If I didn't know about that thing before I'd moved in with someone, I feel like I would not know that person, and you need to move out. Move out right now. Get out of my home.
I just can't believe she's like, yeah, He
It's
is
because she's in that but I love him stage.
really. They've been together a while.
Oh, she still loves him.
Right, yeah. He is
I'm-
repeatedly involving you in his kink by creating stinky and unhygienic situations. This isn't accidental. He wants you to humiliate him with your that would make sense. Like scolding like a child. He wants you to humiliate him. It's a huge part of the fetish. He made her put on a diaper as well for sex. I don't think I could do that either.
No.
What should
No.
you do? Pull the diaper to one side?
No.
Ask him to do this in private. Just like watching porn, you aren't into is totally responsible. And there is no way anyone thinks that leaving diapers more and more annoying. He wants to be scolded. He likes it. It's the whole thing is like, I'm glad I chose that one though.
Dirty man.
It's not my thing. Listen, I know that there are people with these kinks,
Have
but
the kink.
it's
but be
something-
clean about it.
yeah, it's
Be
something.
clean
It's
about
not
it.
something that I would
disgusting.
be able to overlook. How's that? Without being a bitch, because I know that it's normal to have kinks, but for me, I'm just like, that's going to be a negative.
I'm
So,
really sorry, no.
Zeus, leave.
No.
It's gross, isn't it?
It's dirty.
Yeah. Especially since he's leaving them everywhere.
Yeah. If that's your
Leave.
kink, fine. To your own degree, but tie it up. Tie it
I
up
just
up
don't-
yourself.
I just
It's
don't-
dirty.
I don't understand.
And the smell, I can smell the smell. Like it's
Coming
hurting
through
my
the
eyes.
laundry basket.
In your wardrobe.
Nah. In the toilet, the top of the tank.
Why?
Don't know. So she'd find it.
But why would you find it there? Who looks in their tank? You
It
don't.
created a problem with the toilet, remember?
Oh, could you imagine if you?
But that's
got
what. But that is why that person that.
It's your job. It's what
Ah,
you're gonna
I
find.
didn't think you made
This
kids.
is why it doesn't flush. There is a diaper in
But
there.
that person who said he's involving you in on purpose is absolutely correct.
I mean,
You might see
obviously
into
we.
it. Daddy. I pissed in this one for you. Mixed it with a bit of talc.
I mean, the talc would have made it smell a little bit more nicer.
Yeah, but it don't last for long. You know that smell of
Sorry.
talc and piss because we've all had kids. You know that combination. Now I feel like I can smell it.
Yes, that's why.
I feel like it's in the air. Smell the coffee.
Yeah, it's a no. It's a no. I feel a little bit.
Sick. We need to move on. Go.
Okay, I've gone back to a dating one.
Okay. Dating on the man.
Dated a married man.
Oh.
I met a guy through Facebook, and from our first call, we were instantly attracted to each other. He told me he liked me and wanted to date seriously. I felt the same way, but 2 weeks in, I found out he was still legally married, separated, but not divorced.
Oh.
That didn't sit right with me, so I cut off all communication, even though I really liked him. He actually flew in from another country just to meet me and explain everything in person. But the more he spoke, the more red flags I noticed. I kept turning him down, even though I had a strong connection with him. It was really hard to let go. He's still trying to reach out, still says he wants to be with me, but deep down I know it's not the right situation for me to be in.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think if he really is separated, because I'm not got a lot of faith in people, then I don't see what the problem is. Divorce takes a long time.
It does. I don't, and I get it. I see like what's not sitting right with her.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it might be a little bit of an overreaction.
Possibly.
I do like that he went to all that effort, but I would probably want to double check with his ex that they are actually separated and what he said is the truth. That's what Reddit has done to me, people. I have no faith in anyone.
Mm-hmm. So someone says he flew in for the date. What the fuck? She says, yes, from the other side of the world, our very first date, he kept insisting that I should meet him and hear him out. So I did. I still liked him a lot and the date went well. He wanted to meet again, but I was so confused about how to continue knowing he was still married. We met a couple more times after that, but I eventually told him it wouldn't work out. I mean, it's not going to work out because he lives on the other side of the fucking world. Surely that was a bit of a restriction there.
I just feel like she's overreacting, but at the same time, if those are your boundaries, then that's cool as well.
Does he happen to come from a poorer country? Nope, says OP. From a rich country and is an affluent guy.
I'm going to say Dubai.
Sounds like harassment, someone said. And she's replied with, honestly, he usually gives quite a bit of time before reaching out again. About once every 6 months or once a year. Just to check if I'm dating someone or still single. Yeah, sounds like harassment to me too.
I just think, just move on.
Express that he still likes me. It doesn't really feel like harassment, but he knows I like him too. So I think he's just like keeping his options open.
I feel like she should block him and move on.
Yeah.
If this one is not that deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the married part, I mean, if those are her values, that's absolutely fine. But for me, I feel like, you know, I do know people that have been through divorce, including you. And I think that when you've separated for a long time and you're working and you're healing yourself, there's nothing wrong with starting the process of moving on, waiting for that divorce. Because it's not as simple as people think. You don't separate and then the divorce comes through the post a week later. It takes time. So
yeah, so I didn't, although I dipped my toe into the dating environment, I didn't actually date until after I was divorced, but that was my personal choice.
Yeah, not to mention not to mention yours was slightly more messy than
the average.
Do you know what I mean? The way things happen between you and your ex were, so you know. Right, we ready?
You go on.
Husband had a happy ending. I keep looking at this. I'm like, have I saved this twice or have I just found the same story? I have no idea what's going on with Reddit. My husband married for 8 years and together for 10. Just came back from his work trip to New York City. This was the first work trip and wanted to add a few days so he could explore the city. He was so excited and happy, telling me about the food he ate and the places he went, and would love to move there with me. The day after he got back, he attended Sunday Mass and did some grocery shopping. The same day, I found a Doxy PEP medication from Planned Parenthood in his car. Antibiotics for unprotected sex to prevent STIs. My heart sunk. I casually asked him what it was and he lied. He said it was meds for our dog. I asked why our dog would need antibiotics for unprotected sex and he went silent. He said he got a cheap massage blowjob. He said he wanted a massage and did not know. I asked if he had sex and he said he stopped the penetration
before he came
because he got scared. I feel absolutely lost, devastated and hopeless. I have no one to turn to or tell, and no support system. My husband was the only person I had and was my best friend. I always thought the marriage and partner is the only stable thing and identity that I have in my life. After all the challenges that we have been through, we both have moved to Seattle from Asia without knowing anyone. I thought we became stronger 5 years ago when had found him to be messaging strangers in kinky and anonymous apps. Kink and Fat Life, I don't know, found shirtless photos and dick pics and him wanting to meet up and pay for women's services. Now that even the marriage has been compromised, I feel like I don't know who I am. My family is not mature enough to comfort me. Where do I start and what should I do? Emily, over to you. Bye.
Pick your shit up, love, and leave. That's it. What the fuck?
I mean,
So he was already looking there. You'd already caught him with no. I'm just
what's
no.
interesting is he stopped the penetration. I don't believe that.
No, he did not.
He did not. He did not stop the penetration.
No,
He
did
had
not.
sex. He paid for sex.
He
actually.
paid for sex.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. And I'm not being funny. That if you go for a massage, yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to an actual place like a spa or whatever for a massage, that's what they give you.
Yeah.
If you go somewhere that
You get
happy endings, that's what you're gonna get. Like, it was not a shock.
I feel bad for her though, because she thought they'd moved past that, but he's a piece of shit. Right. Top comment. Also, get tested. Those are 2 times you know of, and what
2 times.
Yeah, and what you don't know of. Don't be immature. Anyone can leave.
I mean, that was quite brutally harsh, but yes.
But true, right?
It is true. And also, I'm in a position where I can say it's harder to leave. But, fucking hell, you've just got to find that little bit of self-respect and suck it up and run with it. Just a little bit.
This is interesting. They obviously are not going to do anything that he is not okay with. They actually do discuss it as far as what I'm aware of. Never been to one. Ain't got the money. You've given him 2 chances, don't give him a 3rd.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Or is it 1 time shame on you, 2nd time shame on me?
Yeah.
That sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're done now, darling. You're done.
I do feel bad for her because she thought he had changed, but imagine like finding the STD prescription in the fucking car when you're putting away groceries. How thick is he? But
No,
still,
it's not
he
even
would have.
It's not even about him being thick. It's about he knows she knows.
The other thing is, he would have come back from
Give a
New
shit.
York, and you know they would have had sex straight away because obviously they've been apart all that time. So fine, he went and got the meds, but he still had sex with his wife before knowing that he was clear of any STIs.
Maybe he was going to like lace her tea with it to make sure she got like treated.
I've heard a story like that before as well. Take this. I've got a cold.
Yeah, take this.
I've got a
This will
cold.
make you
This is to
better.
prevent you getting a cold, mate. Okay.
Why do I want to be in a relationship?
I don't actually know, if I'm honest.
I mean, I don't actually read anything in our podcast that promotes like.
Yeah, but we don't look for that either. We did once. Do you remember?
What?
Remember? What was that? What was that
one time
podcast? We did. We chose one podcast, and it was nice.
Oh,
What was that?
Glitz in the Matrix.
No, it was simply. It was
I don't
something
know.
like. I don't know. It had like a positive ending. Here, baby, let me do it. It had like a positive ending to it, and I'm trying to think. What was it that we looked at? And then we were like, "Oh, that's nice and wholesome." I've completely forgotten because they're just all negative. Anyway.
Right. I've gone with glitch or ghost.
Okay.
One time, when I
In
was
van camp.
staying in a hotel, I was standing in the bathroom running a bath. I stood in front of the sink, scrolling on my phone. When I entered the bathroom, the amenities,
Mm-hmm.
Amenities.
Amenities, your mum. I know what you're getting at though.
I can't read it.
Don't worry about them, as long as I
Were
know.
neatly sitting on the sink exactly how housekeeping had left it. The lotion was sitting there, front facing. I hadn't used it.
Diaper was on the side.
Yeah. I looked up and immediately noticed something really off. The lotion that had been front facing when I got in there was suddenly perfectly turned around, now back facing, not lightly nudged by something knocking it over or airflow, perfectly turned around. I didn't see it actually move, I just saw it from perfectly front facing to perfectly back facing within a few minutes, but I had never touched it and nobody else was in the room and I was staying there alone. I thought that was really weird. How did the lotion perfectly turn around by itself? So I moved it back. I turned it back around to front facing and then went back to scrolling on my phone. Looking up again a couple minutes later, my bath was almost ready and the lotion had moved on its own again. At this time it was suddenly and perfectly facing sideways. I had just moved it front facing and didn't touch it again. Now it is suddenly perfectly facing sideways with no one touching it. But this time I didn't move it back. I just left it as it is and took my bath. Once I got out from the bath, I looked again and it was still sideways. Hadn't moved on its own again. And during all the following days, it stayed put sideways like that, never moved again.
Sounds like a ghost thing to me, not a matrix.
Yeah, I'm not feeling glitch at all.
No, I'm feeling like something's fucking with you in the bathroom.
Yeah, and obviously got very bored because you don't want to play the game.
Yeah. Weird though, that would freak me out.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. I'd be like, all off the side, into the...
But to be honest, I don't think it's some things like that I would notice in real life because I just don't pay enough attention. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't walk in the bathroom and be like, that was facing forward a minute ago.
I mean, I do notice things like that, as in when you go into a hotel or whatever, and they do have everything all like nicely placed and whatever. But would I be standing there looking, going, oh, that one's not like that, and then
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if I would fuss over it.
It's not something that I would store in my memory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I was like interested in, did the lotion stay in line with the other bottles? Could the counter have been wet? OP said the counter wasn't wet. I don't know what you mean by with the other bottles. There wasn't any other bottles.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that rules that one then. Because I also thought she meant there was like maybe 2 or 3 in a line. That's the picture I had.
Yeah, water would move things.
Yeah.
It does. I didn't even think of that.
It, doesn't it?
But that's what I'm saying, mate. It's not something that I would even notice, I'm sure. It's not something that I would pay attention to.
I don't think I would have fussed over it.
No. I'd get in and get out sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Use my own shit.
Who's touching my Johnson's Johnson? Where's my baby powder and my diaper? Like, my diaper was missing, that's different. The fucking room's being torn down.
Now.
Where's my diaper? But other than that,
where's my diaper?
Where's my diaper? Right. My husband stopped eating me out because he remembered Smart Schoolboy 9.
Right, I don't know what this is.
But it does go on to explain, because I was like, what's that? I, 21 female, and my boyfriend, 23 male, went back to his place and we were having sex for the first time. He decided he wanted to go down on me as he had never done it before. It was all fine until he abruptly stopped and left the room for a quick smoke. I was so confused and stayed in bed waiting for him to return. When he came back, he told me that the reason he stopped was because the tongue motion reminded him of Smart Schoolboy 9, and the image flashed in his head and he couldn't continue. And now I think being eaten out is fucked for both of us. So he does do the edit of who that is, because everyone's like, who the fuck is that? Smart Schoolboy 9 is a creepy guy that was posing as a child online using AI and manipulation, school uniform, images, and made really disturbing posts overall. Was all over the internet at some point. Some of the videos include him and his tongue out at the camera. So that's the correlation. I am going to have to Google this. You know, I didn't at the time.
Wait, hang on. So he decided he was going to go down on her for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And halfway through, he got a thought. And then in that thought process... Oh my fuck.
So I'll send that to you.
He got a thought process of that.
Oh.
And decided that he then needed to go out for a smoke.
Why did that come in his head though? Do you know what I mean?
I feel like the whole process is really fucking weird.
Why did that come in his head?
There's no need for that.
I mean, it's put me off.
Oh man, I'm going to meet someone and I'm going to be like, no, you can't.
You can't now.
You can't, because now I'm like thinking about, are you thinking about?
Yeah. But why was he thinking about it?
Why weren't you concentrating?
I don't understand how her clip was, but he said that his tongue motions were making it, because I'm not going to watch a video of that person. No.
Your algorithm will go all fucking corrupt. Don't do it.
Top comment. I'm sorry, but this is fucking hilarious.
It's disgusting. That poor girl. She didn't even get it finished off.
Everyone's like, what am I missing? Yeah, I don't know what to say. I think you're going to have to work through it if it's something you want to continue. I don't know why he's thinking about him. But I haven't watched the video because I feel like then I'd be thinking about it.
I don't want to watch
I've got enough problems this week. I've been told enough this week. Over to you. Why is he thinking of that weird bloke whilst licking her out? I don't get it.
I don't want to watch the video.
I don't want to watch the video.
I don't want to watch the video.
But my brain's like, watch the video.
Watch
the video.
She's a fucking pervert.
Yeah, he's fucking gross.
I hope he's in prison.
So do I. Go on.
Without his diapers.
What is wrong with us?
I don't understand.
I don't get it today. There's a lot of messed up stories today, isn't there? I mean, we've chosen them, but it's not the point. Okay, go on.
Right. Am I the arsehole? Because I had to miss my daughter's final band performance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Backstory, I, 43 female, was married to Donald, 46 male, and we had 2 kids. I think she means they have 2 kids. I hope that's what she means.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ella...
Or they came up with a plan.
Oh. Ella is 18 female and Ethan is 17 male. We ended up divorcing due to different life plans. Oh no, they did have a free life. I wanted a large family. He blindsided me by telling me after Ethan that he was done having kids. I'm now married to Mike, 44 male, who we now have our own kids. Ella D, 14 female, Evan and Eric, 12 male, Emily, 11 female, Ellis, 7 female.
Oh, she weren't
Emma,
joking.
They all begin with E, that's fucking annoying. And Emma, 4 female. I also had 3 stepkids. Luca, 21 male, Sadie, 20 female, and Stormy, 18
Is it a
female.
rock star?
but they all live with their mum and have only seen them a handful of times. The incident. Mike works often and I am usually the only one available to watch the kids. Yesterday was supposed to be Ella's final high school band performance since she is graduating. Originally I told her I would be there, but I had to take care of the kids since they couldn't be left on their own. Emily is high needs due to autism and Ellis has ADHD, and we were told we couldn't bring her to any more performances by the band director since she was very disruptive the last time. Her and Ethan were at their dad's, so I called her and let her know I couldn't make it. She just said, "Oh, okay, it's fine," and I thought I was off the hook. That night, Donald called me and asked me why I wasn't there and said that Ella was crying after because she was sad I missed her final performance. I explained I had other kids to take care of and he knows I'm not allowed to bring Ellis there anymore. Mike was going to call his mother, but she couldn't make it and he had work, so I was the only one who was responsible for them. He told me off and told me that it isn't Ella's fault. I need to actually be a parent and make Mike step up more. He does step up, but we agree I'm better at the primary parent. We argued more, but now Ella refuses to come see me. I get them every other week starting on Saturday, and this was my week with them. And since she's 18, the custody agreement no longer applies to her and she chooses to stay with her dad. Ethan says I was wrong, but my mother-in-law and Mike say I did what I had to and Ella has to accept life isn't about her. Am I the arsehole?
No. I don't think she is, because at the end of the day, if you've got no one else to watch the other mountain of children that you haven't got anyone else to watch them. Do I think she could have been better prepared to find somebody to watch them? Probably, yes. Because just because your child's 18 doesn't mean that you're done. But I'm not getting arsehole because I just don't feel like it was done on purpose. You've got a different feeling. You think she's the arsehole?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, what was she meant to do with the other children?
I think if you've chosen to have that many kids...
Yeah, how many was that? You just kept reading names.
Yeah, no, so she had 2 with Donald, which is Ella and
Trump,
Ethan. Yeah. Ella is who had
she
the thing.
Didn't go to the recital.
And then she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
With Mike, and then Mike had 3 of his own.
So that's 10 children.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Who they don't really see. Listen.
3 of them they don't see.
I can imagine there's more to this because the daughter has chosen to not live there. Either because it's overcrowded or there's deeper rooted issues going on. However,
I think if your child is 18 and they're coming to the end of their school and they've got a final thing and it's their final thing.
Yeah, you do everything
you show up.
Yeah.
Because they're not getting that one again.
Yeah. And are the school actually allowed to discriminate, or are her children completely out of control because she's got so many she can't parent the one she's got?
I mean, how out of control is this ADHD that...
I think it's got a lot to do with parenting, babe, because I just do. I think a lot of people like to say, oh, they've got this, that and the other, but I see a lot of parents managing those conditions as well, because you have to put the work in, but it's hard to put the work in when you've got 37 children. I'm not going to be too hard on her because I don't know what the dynamics and circumstances are like when it comes to being able to have the other children looked after and that. What happens if she doesn't have a network?
Who wants to go and look after 7 kids?
Not me.
Not really.
Don't even want to look after the 2 I've got, if I'm honest. Do you want them? I mean, they're almost done.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I feel like it
If
wasn't
you
on
want-
purpose,
I think
but
if you want a big family, you've got to be able to provide that time for them.
yeah, but you see it time and time again. I see so many, you know, these
can't.
programs, 18 and counting and whatever stuff, and you can see that it then becomes the older siblings that are raising the younger siblings and this, that, and the other.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's like that every single
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. My top comment was you're the arsehole.
There you
You're
go.
so focused on big family that you wanted, that you failed as a mother to the children who actually made you a mother in the first place. I see why she went no contact with you. I'm surprised you even noticed. And for the record, Mike sucks as a father.
This is what I'm saying. I'm not. Oh, right. So was he not at work?
Yep. So Mike was too
Sorry.
busy to be able to look after his
Well,
own
there you go.
kids.
There you go then. So,
I'm assuming.
sorry,
to be
I changed my
honest-
answer. She's an arsehole.
I assume that Mike would work like a 9 to 5.
And the
And
recital would have been in the evening.
That would have been in the evening. So why could he not be at home with the kids?
Basically, right, that is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel like I completely missed that part. But yeah, she is not prioritising any of her children individually, and they don't share those children, so it's a less of a priority. Yeah, they're right, she's an arsehole. Right, let's finish us off, and then we'll let these dickheads outside, because I feel like we've been harassed this
Get
whole
off.
podcast. Dickheads. Right. Right. A void getting murdered.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I thought it was a great one to end on.
A boy getting murdered.
A void getting murdered.
Oh, a void. I was like, what's wrong with you?
I do like a boy getting murdered stories as well. Right. My ex-boyfriend, 27 male, and I, 26 female, have 2 kids. He promised we'd get married while I was pregnant with the first. He moved me in. He started cheating in our bed when I wasn't home, beating me, suffocating me in front of the baby, and never married me. He kicked me and my baby out when I was pregnant with the second. He ended up giving the second baby chlamydia and didn't come to the birth. He was so upset. He kept holding our relationship and marriage over my head after he kicked us out. His whole family took his side, even my family did. Historical abuse there too. He was a jailer, so the cops let him go from jail after 2 days from the suffocation incident, and dismissed the charges at first. I defended him, thinking he'd change and follow through like he continued to tell me that he would. He said it was my fault he went to jail, even though the neighbours had to call them for me. I was screaming for air and the baby was crying. I tried reporting other incidents of abuse, but the cops wouldn't do anything. He made false reports about me to DCS and threatened to make false reports to the police about me, as well as murder me. He had a lot of guns. He basically stole the kids from me. He made me feel and look crazy for trying to keep in touch, even about the kids. I feel like nobody believes me or will do anything about it. The police even have documentation of him trying to kill me. Nobody is taking anything he does seriously at all. I haven't seen my kids in a year, and he has moved away from the city, 30 minutes out. P.S. He didn't even lose his job after the suffocation incident. He resigned, and I was told his dad gave him a whole company. He and his dad tell everyone that I'm crazy and a liar. My ex isn't diagnosed with anything, but he's shown a lot of psychopathic traits. When we first started dating, he used to leave guns and bullets all over the house and abuse animals pretty badly. He always had a gun on him. I brushed it all off, being manly. Stupid, I know. He posts TikToks and Instagram of him jacked up truck, putting on this farm boy, I just spat all over myself, this farm boy Christian act in front of the girls online. His sister told me he touched her growing up, and his mum told me he almost attacked her as a kid. He's a big dude, always has been. He's actually very personable and buddy and smiley. I'm assuming he's got a good personality. That's what drew me in. He's got this great sense of humour. He's got a twang and plays the wholesome role really well until you experience the other side of him and put the pieces together. Do you think he's a pathological, a psychopath, or a narcissist?
All of the above. Oh, he's a fucking keeper, babe. Have another baby.
What do you think about her?
She's a bit of a knob, isn't she? But
because it went the other way.
What do you mean?
Top comment. You're a highly troubled woman in need of extensive counselling and therapy. For you to say your taste in men sucks is dismissive and deflection amongst everything that you have done. Due to you seemingly unwillingness to take responsibility for your life, you're partly to blame.
Stop there, because that person is friends with him.
But how would they find her Reddit posts? Very unlikely.
Same way they all find them.
Although I happen to agree, babe. She mentioned so many things when they got together and decided to continue and have more children with him, and now he's confused how it's ended up in this situation.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it.
I don't think it's that easy for him to take the kids without something. I feel like I'm missing part of this story. Yeah, no offence, but you've got a shit ton of work to do on yourself. Like, these are the comments. Everybody's slightly confused as to her role in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like the common thing here is you need to do work on yourself.
I think that's just inevitable when it comes to anybody that has been in any sort of relationship that is not loving and caring. Because if that's the sort of person you're choosing, and that's the sort of person you're choosing to stay with,
before pregnant,
go back to,
before getting pregnant,
need help.
He was abusing animals, and she stayed. So she could see the traits then, babe, and she stayed. So the lack of sympathy I have is immense.
This is a woman who's like can see the potential.
So somebody's asking her to have a little look at herself and understand why she's in this situation. So now OP did respond. This was 24 days ago. Yeah. I understand what you mean. Pregnancy 3 was honestly a complete accident. I haven't been on birth control since high school. I really just was not thinking. I was really not thinking about the potential. I can't read any more on her.
No,
because I feel like she is the cause of some of her situation.
I think she's
definitely
not actually helped herself in any way, shape, or form.
And I do get that it can make you really ill, but for God's sake, thank God for she's got. Yeah, no, I'm not reading anymore. Right, thank you for joining us. The dogs are getting up again because I moved. I don't know what else to say. Oh, like, follow, subscribe. That's your thing.
Follow and subscribe.
And stop.
Fucking hell.
Just stop wearing diapers, yeah? At this point. But see, can you all hear? I move, you move, I move. Say bye.
We're following Mum.
Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything.